my army. I guess I'm not really doing anything right now. I'm building up hatchery and getting an level 1 armor. So at some point, let's see what can I see here. Right now I can see his zealots. So at some point, oh, I'm getting ready to move now. I see his zealots and I am going to try and move in. Yeah, keep my guy on the watchtower. So I'm gonna move in soon. As of yet, I don't see anything but the zealots. I don't see these cannons, but then I move in, I see the cannons, and I pull right back out. And that's what I'm thinking, okay, he's blocked in, I gotta try a totally different strategy. Which is probably a bad idea. Meanwhile, he's got 3 Stargates up. So he's going for air. Oh, he's going to start in with a fiend. Nope. No, he's going to cancel that. He's going to go with the new Void Ray. Pretty powerful unit. It does more and more damage the longer it stays on a single target. And then once they get fully charged, they just tear through things. If they can get fully charged. And he's also doing a fleet beacon, which means he's going for carriers. So he's going from zealots to void rays to carriers. Interesting build order. I'm moving my drones down here. I've got my infestation pit, so I can make infestors, which I don't actually make in this game, and a spire. But I need the infestation pit to get to my high-level tech, which it looks like I've not got a hive yet. Oh, my guys destroy a probe. I don't even think I saw that the first time. So I'm basically trying to right now build myself up to the new Guardian replacement, which is the Brood Lords. Pretty much a similar thing, only instead of spitting little green marbles at gas, they spit broodlings. This is the new Overseer, which is what you mutate your overlords into, and that's what lets them see Cloak. I had the one over his base, it was like that. I should have done more scouting with it to see what he was doing. Maybe I would have seen his air coming. Well, these are the Void Rays. They're out, and now he's getting his carriers started. Meanwhile, I'm pulling my units back for some reason. I'm not sure why I did that. I guess I'm defending the base. These Void Rays, yeah, these Void Rays are moving out now. Oh, he's got a mothership producing too, which is basically a swankier version of the Arbiter. Only it can not only can it cloak any units nearby, it can cloak buildings. Oh, the Void Rays are firing. It's just one Overlord, not that big a deal. But it has alerted my units, so they are gonna move in. These guys can't shoot air, so that doesn't do them any good. But my Hydralisks, of course, can. And they will tear through Void Rays, especially since they are not fully charged. So that's that. But the carriers are coming. And that's what's going to prove to be my downfall. Because I'm trying to tech up to take care of these cannons instead of something smart like sneaking in here where I can clearly see what's going on. There's nothing here. I could have moved that Overlord down and taken over his base. I'll show everyone's view again, but nope, I'm going for Brood Lords, which we actually won't ever actually see. There's my nice little Overseer. Isn't he pretty? Here we have I've noticed his probe sitting there. I didn't want him to build a base here, so I am spitting out creep. So he cannot build his nexus here. And I decided to do that with all my overlords that are sitting over bases. Just a preventative measure. Oh, there's the mothership. My overlord sees it, and that's when I realize that I'm going to have some pretty heavy air to deal with. And you can see this building is now cloaked. Cloaked buildings, who would have thought it? And he's building up a rather sizable carrier force too. And what am I doing right now? I got my spire there, it's just mutating into a greater spire because I needed that for my broodlords. These are the new corruptors. And these are what I need to build my broodlords because that's what they mutate into, but I'm never actually going to get the chance because I realize now I'm going to need air-to-air, which these can only shoot air. They're basically the replacement for the Devourer. The only difference is the Devourer put spores on you as you attack, so they attack, so you take more damage. But they, corruptors, have to cast it as a spell. I believe they can target buildings and units. Haven't really tried it much yet. They must have been sneaking more probes around. So he's got a pretty sizable carrier force. My corruptors, in theory, are a good counter to it, but I don't think I controlled them that well when the battle happens. Okay, so I've taken the watchtower again. I brought my corruptors in. Little flying squids. And I'm not yet aware how big his force is. The mothership. Like I said, it replaces the Arbiter because it also has the recall ability and Vortex, which is kind of like the old stasis field. Only I believe if more units fly over the area that the Vortex is, they get stuck in it too. So it's not just like you hit everybody that's at the initial cast, you hit anyone that comes into that area until it wears off. So pretty frightening thing to have out on the battlefield. But it looks like I'm trying to prepare for this. I don't know how many corruptors I actually need to take on this force. And if I'd micromanaged them better, we might have found out. So far, I only know about the mothership, though. Soon we will be finding out about the carriers. Oh. Moving a force of zealots out, but man, there's no way that he's gonna take care of that force, and I don't know where those guys are going, but that's fine. Send them back to the watchtower. Oh, here come the carriers. Make short work of that overlord. Probably gonna take the same route the Void Rays did. Or just park them over there for now. Oh yes, I saw the carriers, so I was gonna bring my corruptors in to deal with that. They happen to be gone. At the same moment, he's moving his guys down here. Ah, I did find a carrier. I found one carrier. But then he found my army. Of course, my roaches and my zerglings can't do anything but sit there and die. Then my corruptors come in. I'm trying to focus down this mothership. It goes down. Now I'm trying to lay down the corruption, but what I should have done is one target at a time, not just try to hit everybody, because I don't have any mutalisks that can cause bounce damage. So then I'm like, well, forget this, let's burrow my roaches. This guy has no observers, so he can't possibly see me. Look at that, you can see him peeking out. I'm But now his carriers are on the move, and I've got some corruptors, some hydralisks, but it's a lot of carriers. 7 carriers is a lot. Bringing corruptors in. There comes some reinforcements. We got 1 carrier. This is going to prove to be too much for my little corruptors. Still trying to pile in the reinforcements. They go down, and then they start in on the overlords. And that one's almost dead, but I think he actually survives. That guy, he's just going to go, oh, well, whatever. We have more corruptors there, but they're just going to, I don't know, hang out there. He's going after this base, but I mean, I've got it pretty much mined out, so that's not a huge loss. Oh, my drones run back with their little Vespine packets. There's my queen trying to shoot down the interceptors. The queens can shoot air, and is pretty good shooting air, too. But with the corruptors gone again, it's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, these guys are just, I don't know, I lost those guys. They're holding out for a union contract or something. I don't know, they're just going to hang there. While everything gets destroyed. Comes my other queen, briefly. These 5 carriers are going to be enough to do me in, because I've lost my Spire. I'm going to lose my Hydralisk Den soon enough, so soon I'm not even going to be able to shoot at him anymore. So I got 4 Hydralisks, and then one of these guys still on strike, apparently. I don't want to go in there. I saw what happened to the other corruptors. They done died. And it should be only a matter of time before I realize that it's completely hopeless. I threw a base down there, I don't know why. I guess I thought maybe there was a chance I could fend these off and keep going, but it's all gone. And here come his reinforcements. And my drones are going to try to run, but nah, they're not going to make it out the door. And I GG, or tell him good game. He didn't know what that meant either. Basically, the traditional Starcraft surrender call. And as my hive is about to get destroyed, I surrender. So, not the best first attempt, especially for someone that was not very skilled, in my opinion. I had so many chances at it. I mean, look, I had that guy here the entire game. Like I said, I could have dropped in here and wiped all this out. I could have used the new Nidus network, which is kind of a replacement for the Nidus canal. Works somewhat similar, only you don't need to spawn it on creep, at least not the exit. But that's my first 1v1, so I hope you enjoyed it.